Hi everyone, and welcome to another live stream. So I'm a minute late or so. I was just finishing making a cup of tea. So yeah, welcome to Christmas. As you can see, there is a Christmas tree in the background. I'm wearing my Christmas jumper. Yeah, and you can just about see our lovely retro foil decorations that come out every year. Me and my partner we love anything retro, so that is why we've got foil retro decorations up, and our tree is literally just coloured lights and everything thrown on, like really tacky ornaments and everything, just because that's the kind of vibe we like. So I hope you all had a good week and you put up your trees, maybe. I don't know. It's December tomorrow, so crack out the advent calendars. Sales-wise this week, I haven't really seen an uplift yet. I don't think Christmas is I don't know if it's going to affect my store that much because most of my stuff is collectibles. It's not really stuff that we sell for Christmas, I don't think. I don't know. I do need to get some board games up. I've still got a stack of board games that I haven't listed yet. So I really need to crack on and get those listed. Again, the second hand, I don't know, will sell for Christmas. Some of them might do, more the popular ones. I do have a couple of sealed ones. I'd probably start with them because they'll probably sell the best. But yeah, hopefully you're having a good week. And my sales turnover this week is about £520. So that's about £20 less than the week before, but then it is like the middle of / end of the month where people don't have any money. So if I'm going by yesterday, I sold £120 worth just yesterday. It was one of the best days I've had for over 2 weeks. So I think because it's now paydays today probably or tomorrow for people, hopefully it's going to be a better week this week. So yeah, I've rambled on for a few minutes. Hello everyone, the 3 people that are here. Feel free to comment in the chat if you want to, ask any questions, ask me why I've got a tacky tree and foil decorations for Christmas. Or any reselling questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them. I will get on and do my sales for the week. I've done about 50 odd orders again. I haven't included all of them only because some are duplicates, and I've sold a lot of Mandalorian trading cards this week, and I can't really show those on screen because they're multi-listings. So yeah, I can't really show those, but I will. I've left one of the listings up, so I will sort of quickly go over some of the ones that are sold, but it's not that interesting because they're just variations on the same thing, really. Hi Lee, nice of you to join me. I do this every Tuesday if you're interested in what's going on my eBay shop. So without further ado, it's been 4 minutes, so I will probably go on into the sales just because that's what people usually watch my video for, not me rambling. So I will share my screen. And hopefully that's worked. So sales this week, as I said, I made about, turnover wise, it was about £520, which is about average, which is good. I did manage to get a bit more listed this week than I have been. And again, this week I've really got to ramp up the listings if I want to take advantage of any Christmas sales. So the first item that sold, just a DVD. I think this was out of a 10p bundle, 10p each. I bought these 4 from a car boot sale. I wouldn't normally buy a title like this because it's not really a big seller. but it was sealed. That's the only reason that I bought this. It's 50 Shades Darker. I've never seen the 50 Shades movies. They're not really something I want to watch. But yeah, that's all for £2.99, so 10p into £2.99. Morning C, nice of you to join me again. I've just been showing off my retro Christmas decorations. You can just about see them. Foil, tacky foil decorations and the Christmas tree of randomness behind me. I just started my sales. This is the first one, so you haven't missed a lot. Next item is the start of my Mandalorian cards. You can see here 11 have sold. Some of those might have been last week, I don't know. But I have sold quite a lot of these Mandalorian cards this week, only because the set's been out for a couple of weeks now, so people are starting to look for swaps, not swaps, but the ones they're missing. So yeah, that's I'm trying to show you the cards if I can, but I won't remember all of them that sold. I know this one sold. I think an IG-11 sold. This one. And what else? Like Boba Fett, he definitely sold this week. Just show you that. There you go. So these are the parallel chase cards. So they're slightly more expensive. I've done them at $2.75 a card. And what's good is quite a lot of people buy multiples, so it saves me on postage. So I just post them all together. And next, I sold this Disney Mickey Mouse mashup enamel pin badge. This was it was like out of a bundle. I think I showed you some Stormtrooper helmet badges last week. I think that was last week. But this was in the bundle. Now, it didn't have any copyright stuff on it, so I don't think it's official. And the quality's not the best. It's sold for $6.99. I wasn't sure what to put it as, but I couldn't find any others like it online, so I put it up for $6.99. And I'm trying to think if it sold on offer. It might have been an offer for $5.99 it sold for. So it's still good. As I said last week, I think I've sold 3 Stormtrooper helmet badges and more, and an Admiral figure that was in the bundle. And I'm already into profit on the lot, so this is pure profit for me. And next, I sold a Darth Vader Build-A-Bear. This has been hanging around a little bit. I managed to find a lightsaber. This was purchased with a Kylo Ren Build-A-Bear. Obviously, it's not Kylo Ren's lightsaber, so I put it with the Darth Vader. I redid my listing from that to that, and included a lightsaber. It was up for $19.99, but it has been hanging around for a few weeks. So someone sent me an offer for £17, and I accepted it. The bear originally was from a bundle of bears. I can't really remember how much they worked out at. It was about £4 a bear, I think. So I still made some profit on that, which is good. Next, another Build-A-Bear. This is Chase from Paw Patrol. Not really a property I'm familiar with, but I do know who it is. He has his collar. You can see there it's a bit mangled. It's kind of cardboard. And it sold on offer for £7. I think I had it up for $9.99. This one doesn't really sell for much, especially without his uniform. He normally has like a blue uniform. So I let it go for £7, which is absolutely fine. Again, it was out of bundle, so it didn't cost me much. Next, I sold 3 of these this week. I've now sold out. This is a Star Wars Mandalorian Christmas Grogu Baby Yoda tree ornament. They all sold, I think 2 sold for $12.99. One might have sold for $11.99 on offer. I can't remember, but I sold 3 of them. I've tried to get more of these because I think last week I said they weren't selling, and this week suddenly everyone was buying them, obviously because it's getting close to Christmas. I have tried sourcing some more from the supermarket I bought them from, but unfortunately they've now sold out. So yeah, I will keep trying, but I don't think they're going to be getting any more in. It's been a gap there for about a week now, so never mind. But if I do send any more, I will buy a couple because they're good sellers at the moment because of the time of year. Next, I sold one of these Harry Potter mugs. I think I've only got Ravenclaw left now. This is the Slytherin mug. I think the other Hufflepuff one is later on. But yeah, this is the Slytherin one. It's got the logo, I don't know what you call it, like their statements for the house on the back. Cunning, ambition, pride. Yeah, it's a nice mug. $9.99. It's been on for about a month probably. Again, it was a retail item. I think it cost me £3.50. So I made a couple of pound profit out of that after postage. Next, more of these Grogu Christmas mugs. I can't remember how many. These sell out every week. I keep buying more. So I don't know how many I've sold this week. It's probably at least 2, I would say. But again, like the Christmas ornament, I haven't been able to find any more this week to repurchase. So I've got 4 available, and that's probably all the ones I'm going to have for the rest of this season because I can't find any more to buy. But yeah, again, solid seller. Next, one of these crystal cards from The Mandalorian. These are like the top level card that you can get in the set. They're the most chase, like top tier sought after card. This is one of the Mandalorian. It's himself. So like one of the most sought after cards. They're not selling for huge amounts, but $12.99 for one card is quite a lot of money compared to some of the other ones that I'm selling. So yeah, I managed to sell that for $12.99, and the day I sold it, I think I opened another pack and I got another one. So I can't remember if that's still live or whether they both sold now. Possibly, I don't know. I think they have both sold because I've only got one Moff Gideon left. So yeah, I can't remember if I sold it last week, the other one. Next, we have another listing for the Mandalorian trading cards. This is the only one that's sold from this line of Tools of the Bounty Hunter. This one and this Mithril Creature Alien card. They sold to one of my Instagram followers, Jamie. I don't know if you watches my YouTube videos, but hi Jamie if you do. So yeah, that's nice. Sells to someone that I know. So yeah, those sold. Next, I sold a Build-A-Bear. I can't remember if this was on offer or not. I have a feeling it was, maybe for $8.99. It's a Minions Bob. I've never watched Minions, so I had to research who it was because there's different types. I've got another one. I can't remember his name now, but Kevin. I've got 2 of him, but this is the only one I've got, Bob, and he sold. He's been online for a few weeks as well, and again, not a fast seller. Sold out of my Pikachu mugs. I think I sold 2 last week, and I sold the last one this week. 3D mug. Sold full price, $12.99, which is really nice. I'm sure it's gone as a Christmas present for someone. Next, one of these gingerbread house mugs. I've probably shown you this before, maybe. It's one of these items like the Grogu mugs that I keep buying from retail. This was out of stock for a long time, and then it's suddenly come back, so I managed to pick up a couple more. Yeah, and I sold it for $13.99, which was good. Next is DVD. This actually sold to someone in my town, which was quite surprising. I did Google it, and they live 3 miles away, so in the end I ended up posting it. If they'd been closer, I would just walked it around and posted it through the letterbox because it wasn't worth the postage on it. But yeah, in the end, I just put it in the post. It was a sealed Disney DVD. Again, it might have been one of these 10p ones. I can't remember now. I bought so many since I bought it. So I can't remember how much I paid. It wouldn't have been, it would either have been 10p or 3 for £1. I wouldn't have paid more than that. And next, this sold on offer. It was up for £22.99. It's a Black Series Boba Fett figure. It's a deluxe figure. It's worth retail price about £29.99, but it's one of these opened ones. I bought a batch of Return the Jedi Black Series figures, and this is the first one that's sold. I think there's maybe one or two later on that I'll show you. But yeah, I bought a bundle. They worked out about, I can't remember now, £13-14 a figure, so a little bit more than I'm used to paying for these as a bundle. So I haven't made mega bucks on them, but I like selling Black Series. It's a consistent seller, even when they're opened, like this figure was. People still want the figures when they're opened, so yeah, I'm glad that managed to sell. Next, this took a couple of weeks, but I managed to get full price for it, £24.99. I found this in the Tesco's for £11, I want to say. Special edition. Whenever I see these special edition ones, I do research them when I'm in the supermarket. And they were selling, and this one sold for £24.99, which I'm really glad I hung out for the full price. I was considering reducing the price for it, but yeah, I'm glad it's sold for full price. So that was one of my better sellers this week, most profit. And next, another one of these bundle items. This was in the bundle of badges and the Admiral Akbar figure that I showed you a couple of weeks ago in the post. It's a Dorbs figure. I haven't really heard of these. It's a Funko, like Funko Pop's, the same manufacturer. I stuck out for £7.99. In the end, it went on offer for £6.99, which I was really happy about, because it's this, as I said before, this is pure profit now, this bundle, which is really nice. So yeah, that sold £6.99. Next, another one of these binders. I've probably shown you this last week. Managed to pick up another one, so I put it up, and it sold £7.99. Again, it's just the binder and the collector's guide from the starter packs. You can buy the starter packs that contain a couple of packs for £8.99. I don't know why someone would just buy a binder on their own, but people do. That's why it's, well, all the three that have sold now have sold really quickly. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Next, yet another one of these Jack Grealish cards. How many have I got left now? 11. Yeah, so one more sold this week, full price again, £4.75. They trickle through might sell one or two every week. Possibly might reduce the price. Every couple of weeks, I just check out the competition, see if there's any less, anyone selling it for less. And obviously, as time goes on, the price of this card is going down. I'm noticing that I'm selling less and less. So I might have to rejig the price, maybe down to £4.50. I just have to see what other people are selling it at. At a push, I might have to do them just for £3.99. But I am in profit now with these, because I bought these as bulk from Topps Direct. Next, you probably won't remember this, but I picked this up when I went on holiday to Yorkshire a couple of months ago. I showed it in a haul. It's a Japanese sealed Winnie the Pooh puzzle, but it's a photo frame. You can see that there. It turns into a photo frame. It was sealed, which was nice. I probably wouldn't have picked it up if it wasn't sealed. It was £2 from a charity shop, and I sold it for £16.99, which was really nice. I thought it would have a market, Obviously not a huge market, but a niche market, and someone's obviously found it and bought it. So I'm really happy that I left it at quite a high price. I think I did start it at 19.99, but brought the price down a couple of weeks ago because it didn't have any interest, and then it did pick up a little bit after that. Next, I think this is one of them. I've still got a Vulpix, but this is one of the last Pokemon Build-A-Bears I've got for sale. It's Pikachu. Sound wasn't working. The stitching was a little dodgy, as you can see, but yeah, it's still sold. It's not a. You'd expect Pikachu to be the best seller out of Pokemon, but it isn't. I think it's just because it's sold so much that it's not really in demand. So yeah, $12.99 I managed to get for that one. Next, I sold this Finding Nemo plush. I think I had it up for $12.99, accepted an offer for $10.99. I bought it for £4 from a car boot sale. Again, I think I mentioned in my haul that I'd shown this on. It's £4 a little on the high side, but it was one of these stamped Disney Store ones. I do like picking these up because it shows it as an official Disney plush. So yeah, spent £4 on it, sold for $10.99, so still made a little bit on it, so that's good. Next, some of these Winnie the Pooh magnets. I've probably shown you these before. This is the second one that sold. £3.50, I presume it sold for. It might have been on offer for £3.25, I can't remember. Next, I listed all my paperweights this week. I've got a few now, so I thought I'd put them all up because they're quick listings. It's quite hard photographing them, as you can see. I think I did the best I could. Yeah, I put them on on my plastic shelf, so it kind of looks like it's floating, which is kind of cool. But yeah, took loads of pictures of it. As they're unmarked, all the ones are listed, so I'm glad this sold as quickly as it did, because there's no makers, like no, what do you call it, manufacturer or anything. It's literally just a clear base, as you can see. So yeah, and it sold for $14.99, which I was really happy about. I paid, it was either 3 for £5 or £2 each. I can't remember. I bought a few. But yeah, it wouldn't have been more than £2, so $14.99, that's a good bit of profit. Next, another one of these Stormtrooper helmet badges. I called this one the Aztec design. They haven't got names, so you kind of just have to make up what they're called. And someone found it and bought it full price, $9.99. Again, I'm in profit with this bundle that I bought, so it's brilliant. Next, finally sold a Super Mario figure. They're not as quick selling as the Sonic figures that I had. And this one's had a little bit of interest. I've sent out quite a few offers on it. Eventually it did sell and it sold for full price, $14.99, which is good. Next, another paperweight. I was quite shocked this sold. I couldn't find anything relatable to it on eBay. So I didn't know what price to list it at or anything. So I started on the high side. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to stick it on for $19.99 and see what happens. And it sold really quite quickly, within a couple of days anyway, I think. And yes, paid £2 for that at the car boot sale. So yeah, brilliant. Next, another one of these Return of the Jedi Open Black Series figures. This is Luke Skywalker, Endor. One of the most sought after out of the ones I picked up. I did have it listed for $22.99, and in hindsight, I probably let it go cheaper than I should have. This guy sent me an offer for it was something stupid like £10, so less than half price I had it listed for. In the end, we went back and forth and ended up with 18. And I thought, you know what, it's a sale. So I sold it for 18. So he got a good deal on that, I think. Next, another one of these Marvel Blacklight figures. This time it's Iron Man. I picked this up from Asda. It was £9. So I didn't make huge money. I thought it might have had a bigger margin, like because I picked up the Ant-Man figure. I thought because it's similar, it would be worth the same amount. So I didn't research it while I was in the shop. Unfortunately, because I probably wouldn't have bought them. Because I bought Iron Man, Thor, and Doctor Strange. I've sold Iron Man, and I did sell Thor soon afterwards, which is quite surprising because they've been on a few days. But they sold one after the other to different people, and they sold for full price, £16.99 each, which is good. Next, this is out a different bundle I bought on eBay. It's a bit battered, so you can see creasing on the card there. I bought this figure, 2 Mandalorian retro figures, and there's something else in the bundle. Can't remember. But yeah, I can't remember how much I paid for it either because it was that long ago. This was one of the items I'm having real trouble with Royal Mail at the moment. I don't know if anyone else is. Stuff I'm buying off Royal Mail on eBay is taking ages. This parcel took, it was second class. I think it took 10 days, I want to say. I had a parcel yesterday delivered. That was from the 15th of November. That's 2 weeks to get to me, which is absolutely, it's unbelievable. I can't believe it's taken that long. I had a parcel delivered randomly on Sunday, first class, which was a week old. I don't know if it's just my area, but yeah, Royal Mail is a nightmare. I've even stopped buying stuff now. To try, well, one's try and save a bit of money and get me to list stuff that's just sat in my stockroom. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's been like this for a couple of months now with Royal Mail in my area. Parcels and even letters are taking 2 to 3 times as long as they should, if not more, like I just said, 2 weeks. I can't believe that parcel I got yesterday. It was dated the 15th. Yeah, so this was one of those. I might look it up, see how much I paid for this bundle, because I want to know if I made profit on it, but I think I did. Sold this, and if I can see it, is it this? Yeah. This was out the same bundle, and it sold for £11.99. So yeah, I'm sure I wouldn't have paid much more than. There was 4 items, I think, and I paid about £20 for them, if not less. I'm sure it was less. So yeah, they both sold to different people. Yeah, so I started making profit on that bundle, which is nice. But these are like retro recreations of the classic vintage Star Wars figures. And I really like them. I really like the Mandalorian ones. Just because they're not, because like obviously that's just a straight copy of the vintage figure. But the Mandalorian ones are brand new figures, so I kind of like the Mandalorian ones. Next I sold a Doctor Who figure, finally. This is one of those, it's been bought and cancelled at least twice, this figure, for some reason. It sold £14.99 full price, which is good because I sent out tons of offers to other people and no one's bought it. Still got one available. It's a William Hartnell First Doctor figure. Very nice. Yeah, it sold £14.99, so yeah, happy about that. It was split up from a box set, one of these B&M box sets. Next, another Mandalorian card. This was the only comic one that sold this week. It was card number 1. I love these comic ones. They are very well designed. I've got a set of them myself. Yeah, I really like these comic ones. And they're good sellers. Out of all of them, these have been the ones that have consistently sold. So yeah, love those cards. Again, the cards you can see here, 14 sold. I can't remember how many sold this week. I've had so many sales from them. I know this one sold anyway, Moff Gideon. I think I sold a Stormtrooper. Sold that one. And I think I sold a Boba Fett as well. He sold out really quick. So yeah, more card sales, which is really good. I love selling cards because the markup on them is so high. These worked out at 10p a card, so sell one for $1.99, but then people buy more, so I save on the postage as well, which is really cool. Next, I mentioned it earlier, is the last of my Hufflepuff mugs. Again, retail £3.50. They're slow selling, so I won't rebuy them. But yeah, glad it's finally sold. I've got one left, which is Ravenclaw. It does have a scratch on, so I've lowered the price as well. It's down to about $5 or $6.99 now. It's just not selling. I think it's because it's got a scratch on the back, unfortunately. Next, this was a surprise. I didn't think I was going to sell these ever. I've got a couple of these DVDs that I've put online, but I just don't think I'm going to sell because no one wants them for the price point anyway. This was a Naked Gun bundle. I think it's the second and third films. I'm not familiar with this series of movies. But yeah, they're used. They're not sealed or anything. Yeah, they aren't sealed. I was just trying to see the difference. They are two different movies. But yeah, glad it's sold, $2.99. I don't think I really made a lot of money on that. Again, this was from a charity shop. 10 DVDs for £1, I think it was. Something like that anyway. So again, they didn't cost me a lot, so I at least broke even on this lot. Next, this was out of the bundle of Return of the Jedi figures, was probably the most active, I guess you'd say. It had 7 watches on it when it eventually sold. It's Tebow the Ewok. I've had a sealed one of these recently, and it sold over £20. This one sold for $19.99. Again, I sent out some offers for it. In the end, it sold full price, which was good. Next, this lot has been hanging around for ages. It was from, I want to say Home Bargains, I think. I think it was about 89p or something ridiculous. It's like a starter pack of cards. And yeah, it sold for $3.99. Again, after postage, I don't think I made a lot on that at all. Next, this is a quick sale. It's probably the quickest sale of the week. It's this All-Star Converse Wonder Woman trainer set. Cool shoes. I found them at a car boot sale for £2. They're women's, size 5. There was a bit of dirt on them. I tried cleaning them up as best I can. You can see it there. I don't know. I'm hoping it's not damp. But yeah, you can see some sort of residue there. I did try and clean it as best I could. Now with these, the girl messaged, well, she bought them late on Sunday evening. Messaged me straight away saying, will these be posted tomorrow? Because I want to wear them on Wednesday night to a concert. And I'm like, it's coming up to Christmas. I've just said how bad the post is, even though these will go Hermes. So they will go a bit quicker. But to get them for Wednesday, I was like, well, I will post them tomorrow, but you know, it's not guaranteed they'll get to you on Wednesday. At the very minimum, they'll get to you Wednesday, but it might be longer. In the end, I messaged her back and said, look, it's a couple of pound extra to post them on the next day service with Hermes. So I said, because, you know, you've messaged me and everything, I'll send them next day for you and don't worry about, you know, the extra cost. Personally, I'd rather pay that £2 extra and have good feedback than have them arrive late and she'd be disappointed and leave me, neutral and negative. So it's kind of one of those business decisions you kind of just have to take on the chin. And after postage, even with the next day service, I still made £10 profit out of these. So I can't really argue with that. I think this is the final Star Wars figure that sold this week. It's Princess Leia from Return of the Jedi. This sold, I can't remember if it was on offer. It might have sold full price, I think. $18.99 I had it up for. Again, it's been opened. I think you can still buy it new for like $20, $22 maybe. So to get $18.99, I think that's good. Next, we've got a DVD. Star Wars DVD. This has been on my shop at least a month. I've got all the other prequels on as well. This was the only one that sold though. It's The Phantom Menace Episode 1. One of my favourites. Well, my favourite prequel anyway. And yeah, I love this movie. And it's a great DVD set. You get the second disc with a full-length behind-the-scenes documentary, which is really good to watch if you've never seen it. I think it might be on Disney Plus on the extras for this movie. But yeah, it's an hour long. It's called The Beginning. And it's literally the making of this movie from start to finish with like George Lucas and how he did it. And yeah, it's so interesting to see how they put this movie together and how in movie making in general works, from casting to like the storyboards, the scripting, the stunt training, everything is featured in this. So yeah, if you're interested in movie making, I really recommend watching that. As I said, I think it's on Disney Plus. If not, I have seen it on YouTube as well. It's called, if you look up The Beginning, Star Wars Episode 1, it probably come up on YouTube. But yeah, love this DVD. I've still got the DVD, even though I'm onto Blu-rays now and Disney Plus. I still keep my DVDs as a collection. So yeah, love that. Yeah, and it sold for $2.99, which isn't too bad. I can't remember how much I paid for it. Again, after postage, I wouldn't have made much, maybe 50p out of it. Next is another Mandalorian card. I think I showed you earlier. I have got another copy of it. As you can see here, I've still got one available, which is this one. It's another one of these crystal cards, like that Mandalorian one I showed you earlier. It's Moff Gideon. These are like kind of see-through, which make them quite interesting, and they're plastic. So yeah, lovely cards. I've managed to get a full set of them now for my own collection, which is good. So yeah, brilliant sale, $11.99. I think it was. Yeah, I think I had it up for $11.99. I think I started at $12.99, but then I saw other sellers were selling them for less. I think one sold them for £12.50, so I've undercut that at $11.99. Next, just a couple of DVDs to finish off. Sunday night, people were obviously shopping for DVDs because I sold that Star Wars one, Willow, and the next one I'm going to show you all in the same night to different people. Willow, it used to be, I don't know if it was really sought after, but it's a deleted DVD now. It's special edition. It's got extra features on that you can't really get anywhere else. It's not on Disney Plus, these special features, I don't think. So yeah, if you want to know more like behind the scenes about this movie, you need to buy a DVD or the Blu-ray. So yeah, and I love the cover art for this as well. And movie in general, I love this movie. If you've never seen it, watch it, because it's a brilliant fantasy movie. And they're bringing out a Disney Plus TV show of it next year. So perfect time to watch it. I have a feeling I might have another copy of this in my shop. or not live, but I think I've got one that I need to replace the listing with, to my knowledge. I'll have to go and check through, but I'm sure I've got another copy of this movie. And the last thing that sold this week was this. Again, I didn't really make much money on this, if anything. It's at Night at Museum 1 and 2. It sold on offer for $2.75, or was that full price at $2.75? I can't remember. But yeah, both the movies on one disc, which is unusual. It was from a charity shop. Paid £1 for it. I thought it was going to be worth more than it was, but it wasn't. So yeah, that's a learning experience again. Yeah, probably made a few p out of that. That's about it. So yeah, that's all my sales for this week. I hope you enjoyed watching those. Again, not a real high sales week. It's sort of average turnover, which is even, well, as long as it's not low, that's good, I guess. Again, this week, my sales yesterday were £120. So that was a fifth of what I took, well, more than a fifth of what I took in the whole of last week. So, wow, touch wood, I haven't sold anything today so far. So I don't know whether it's a flash in the pan yesterday, but I know obviously with payday coming up today and tomorrow for people, hopefully I'll make a few more sales. And today I'm going to do lots of listing. So that'll boost the algorithm with eBay and whatever it does. That usually helps sell a few things as well. Just check the comment. Thanks, Lee. Thanks for watching all of my sales. And Steve, thanks a lot for watching. I know you're here every week, so thank you for joining me again. I don't really have anything else to chat to you about this week at all. Usually I have something, but I don't think I've got anything this week. So unless anyone's got any other questions, I don't know if I've got anything else to tell you. Lee says, so eBay is your only job now? Yes. It's coming up to 2 months. So this is week 8 of me going full-time selling on eBay. I left my last job. I wasn't enjoying it at all. And yeah, I think you've known me for a few years, so you know that I love eBay and love selling and buying and selling and doing YouTube and everything. So yeah, I've made eBay my full-time job and a bit of YouTube on the side. So yeah. That's the story. Obviously, I go to car boots and charity shops wherever I can find things to sell, pick them up cheap as I can and sell them on for a profit. And that's what I do for the job. So yeah, trying to think. Yeah, well, I've had a couple of jobs since then. I was probably working at the post office back when I was blogging. In my blogging days, well, it's a few years ago now, I did those. Yeah, I was working at the post office and I worked at a letting agents. Then I met my boyfriend up in Shrewsbury, so I moved up here. And yeah, the rest is history. So he says, hope it is a constant success for you. I hope so too. I mean, the way it's going at the moment, I'm turning over more than what I was earning in my last job. So obviously I'll still have to pay tax and everything on that once like the end of the tax year happens. I do my tax return. Obviously I'll have to pay tax on it all, and obviously I've still got to, a big part of my spare income just goes on buying new stock at the moment. So yeah, I've not really got a lot of spare money at the moment, but yeah, most of my money just goes back into the business at the moment. But hopefully, obviously, as time goes on, that'll change and the books will balance a bit better. it's have to see. And then obviously, if it doesn't work out, I've given it a go. It's something I've always wanted to try and do, and I had the support of my partner, who was the one who told me I should do it. So, yeah, I ended up doing it. And if it doesn't work out, I'm sure there's always jobs out there. I'm quite happy even working in a supermarket. I've done that like that's where I started out working in supermarkets. So even doing things like that, it doesn't bother me. The job's a job to get money. So, but this job, it doesn't feel like work when I'm doing it at all. Because I enjoy it so much, it doesn't feel like work to me, which is, I kind of guess, where we all hope to be in our our work lives. But yeah, that's what it feels like to me. Thanks, C and Lee. Yeah, so yeah, it's all going well, and I just have to get as many listings up as I can between now and the next couple of weeks, because after a couple of weeks' time, it's going to be like, posting dates for Christmas will be up and people won't be able to buy anything for Christmas. So I'm expecting sales to drop quite dramatically after Christmas. So I just have to see how I go after Christmas, January, February time. If it's obviously, if I get to like February time and it's not profitable anymore, I might have to start looking, even if it's just a part-time job, and see what happens. So, but fingers crossed that won't happen. But it all depends again on sourcing stock. I still need to find stock. This time of year isn't the best with car boots, and not many people show up to them. And I'm expecting maybe after Christmas, charity shops might get a little bit better because people have clear outs and things at Christmas, don't they? And they donate presents that they don't want. So I will be visiting the charity shops a lot more straight after Christmas, because I think that'll be a good time to visit them. It's great when the hobby becomes a job. Yeah, and I've done this hobby for 20 years now, selling off bits of my own collections and things. So yeah, I'm so glad that I was familiar with eBay before I did this job, because I wouldn't have been able to do it otherwise. The learning curve would have been too steep. But yeah, as I've done it for 20 years and evolved with eBay over that time, I know it in and out like the back of my hand. So yeah, so I think that is everything for this week. Thanks for sticking with me, everyone, and I hope you all have a good week, and I'll see you here again next Tuesday at 11 o'clock for some more sales. So have a great week and take care, everyone. Bye.